Okay, now it's the nun's priest's turn to tell his tale. This better be good.
Oh, I would be glad to. So this is how it goes.
Once there was a poor widow who lived in a small cottage on a farm with her 2 daughters, sheep, and chickens. She had a rooster named Chanticleer and his main henwife, Pertalote. One night, Chanticleer has a nightmare and starts tossing and turning. His wife, Pertalote, comes and awakens him. Pertalote asks what the matter is. Chanticleer replies that he had a bad dream. He prayed to God to help him correctly interpret it. He dreamt that he was roaming around in the yard and saw an animal like a hound that seized to shred his body and have him dead. Pertalote mocked him that he was a coward, and she argued that dreams are a meaningless vision caused simply by ill humors, and that he was insane and needed to take a laxative. Chanticleer argued that dreams do come true. He stated the example of a man who was lying in his bed and dreamt that his friend was being murdered for gold in an oxen's stall. His body was hid in a dung cart. Remembering his dream, the man went to the dung cart at the west gate of town and found the body of his friend.
Oh my God!
Chanticleer praised Pertalote, asking her to speak of mirth and stop all of this talk of prophecy. The beauty of her face, he says, makes him feel fearless. Chanticleer then states that woman is man's ruin. Chanticleer flew down from his beam and called all of his hens to him. He then clasped Pertalote to him with his wings and copulated with her until morning. When the month of March was over, Chanticleer was walking in full pride with all of his wives around him. A fox broke through the hedges and into the yard. The fox claimed to have met Chanticleer's mother and father. He asked Chanticleer if he could sing like his father. Chanticleer stood on his tiptoes, stretched out his neck, closed his eyes, and began to sing. The fox grabbed him by the throat and pushed him away. The widow and her 2 daughters, hearing the cry of the cock, came running out and ran after the fox. Chanticleer managed to speak to the fox and encourage him to turn to his pursuers and curse them. The fox said he was going to eat the cock, but as he began to open his mouth, the cock suddenly broke away out of his mouth and flew high into a tree. The fox tries to persuade the cock into coming down by saying he will tell the truth, but Chanticleer will not be fooled for the second time.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Okay, that sucked.
Hey!
Just kidding. Who's next to tell their tale?
The end.
Yay!